What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Jad here from Puma, Plow plays more Farming Simulator 25. We're back on Ringwood's 4X by Stevie. Let's get to it. All right. Tomcat, it doesn't do anything that I see anyway. Is that supposed to, like, reverse it? Because I don't see that doing anything. But anyway, we're back on the farm. Yes, okay. We are back on the farm, and I'm going to take this truck back home. This truck was hauling our cut beets to the sugar mill. And, well, since I'm going to be in October for a while, I don't need to haul any more cut beets to the sugar mill. So we'll go ahead and run this truck home, get it empty, and then we'll get this fired up for harvest. I have fast timed the map, obviously, since the other day. Yeah, since Saturday, I finished, like, planting, which actually there was only a few minutes of planting left. But the planting's been done, the fertilizing, the herbiciding, all the stuff. Better TTV effect. Okay, I don't see it. That's interesting. Because I've got that all turned. Maybe there's a checkbox I'm missing in there, Tomcat. I turned on a bunch of stuff a while back. All right, so we're still running milk, buffalo milk, and I've actually gone ahead and set the slurry to selling. Although now that we're in October, I might just stop that. It's only that one little trailer. But by being in October, that means we'll have open ground soon. And we can spread some slurry, so at some point. So yeah, let's go through. We're gonna go through everything here. And like I don't need, these greenhouses aren't full, but they're in pretty good shape. So we're just gonna go ahead and shut all that stuff down, shut the automation down. Like the sheep, how full are the sheep? The sheep aren't full, but like they're pretty good. Yeah, there's a million slurry there. And at least there's none at the pigs, or a little bit at the pigs. That's not bad. Okay. But like yeah, they're not full, but it's fine. The pigs are full, so they're good. Turn that off. This dude's hauling manure, although I think he's going for fuel right now. I'm going to shut him down too, just so he's not in my way. To be honest. So I'm gonna kind of flip the map from like we'll call it AFK mode to actual like gaming mode now, like actual playing mode. AFK mode is all the homestead stuff's running, basically, which it does work well. It's just to have everything running. This guy, will go ahead and just stop him and jumping. It looks like this tractor's spinning out as I turn around. Jeez. On Bessie. That is kind of a lot. It is 21,000 liters behind a 4455 two-wheel drive. Be a lot of weight back there. But that's okay. So anyway, yeah, we'll get all this stuff turned off and then be able to start up on a harvest here. It's harvest time in this little town. We're gonna pay the load. You know the song. I love the beacons on this tractor, by the way. The lights on top are nice. I saw a tractor out in the field the other day, and I'm not sure what he was doing. He was kind of far away. But I guess he had been out on the highway, like driving to the field. He had more flashing lights on the top of his tractor. And I was like, man, that would be me. Because I would leave them on when I'm in the field just to annoy people. Like, if I were IRL farming. Yeah, I'd have flashy lights on my tractor and just leave them on all the time. Just to annoy people. I probably would turn them off at night. Because then, like, I could see them, you know? Exactly. I'd have Kevin beacons on top of my tractor. So I am going to leave the milk tank running, I guess. Actually, I can turn that off too, because there's only 5,000 liters left. So let's get this empty and then we'll just leave it here. The wee woo lights. Wee woo. We'll get this empty. Popcorn production, by the way, was the question. I think there's popcorn at the one thing in here. Yeah, there's all kinds of popcorn. We can make popcorn with honey or more honey. Why is there two different ones if they're the same? I don't know why they're okay. Well, that does all. Okay, that does a lot. Or we can make strawberry popcorn. Okay. Interesting. Or we can make like sugar. We do have sugar. We can make sugar popcorn or butter popcorn. Okay, we don't have butter, but we do have sugar. That's interesting, and that could be. So it uses 10 corn and 2 sugar, but it runs 86,400 times a month. Does that seem excessive to anybody else besides me? Where is this? Just visit. Oh, it's like in town. The dairy's literally right. Dairy's over there? Dairy's right there. Okay. Interesting. That's not what I want to. No, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. It's like, wait a minute. Looking at the wrong building. Oh, that's funny. Okay. I just squirrel moment. I have tree trimmers that live in my neighborhood, and they pull a dump trailer behind one of their big chipper trucks, like the big, and they just had 2 giant American flags hanging off the back of the trailer, which I thought was funny. It distracted me. Sorry, geez. Let's do sugar. Because we have that, so it'd be kind of like a sweet popcorn. I don't know if I really want to dedicate 500,000 sugar here, though. So why don't we turn the sugar number down like a lot? Because that's a lot to. That's a lot of sugar to dedicate here. So we'll say 50,000 sugar. That's still a lot of sugar. And then we can take extra corn, and that's just regular old corn as well. So if we want to turn on the sugar one, so let's turn that on, change the output to selling, because, well, that's what we do. Okay. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so all we need is we need a little bit of corn, and we'll need just time for the sugar to process over, assuming we should have a lot of sugar, right? Okay, we have some sugar. So as soon as if I fast time an hour, that'll process over. Let's do that real quick. What the heck? We can be, it's another revenue stream, Why not? I mean, we have some corn left over, which is fine, because I'm about to go harvest probably 1.5 million acres, or acres? Liters. Definitely not 1.5 million acres. That would be a little excessive. Just saying. Come on, Bessie. Let's go. Alright, let's go run this up yonder, and then, yeah, it'll be good. Another revenue stream. Why not? Another factory to keep up with. Although this was easy, just like corn. Because the sugar's going to process over automatically, so we don't have to worry about that. So that's nice. So I don't know how much money we're going to make off this, but, we're making about we make about 200 grand a day. Fast timing right now, or, oh, hello. I guess you could say 200 grand a month. It's a day, though, let's be real. Either way, make a decent amount of money, so this will just add to it. I was actually kind of thinking today before stream that we need like more productions, because I'm able to produce stuff out of the fields way faster than I can consume, like corn or really anything. So I was kind of thinking like maybe I need more productions. So there we go, we got another production. And it'll be up and running here momentarily. All right. That's good. Good. All right. Unload some kern. And then if we just fast time, where does that populate in here? Where's that at? Why don't I, oh, it's right there. Okay. All right. So if we, wait, we can also make cookies here. Cookies. We can make cookies. What do cookies take? The cookies take wheat, not flour. That's interesting. Sugar and chocolate. Yeah. Why does it require grapes? Oh, maybe greenhouse grapes and okay. It's like that's it. Actually, you know what? We could make the strawberry. We could actually make the strawberry popcorn too because we're growing strawberries in our greenhouse. We might do that in the future. Let's fast time 1 hour. 1 whole hour here. And then we should have sugar here. Okay. Top of the hour. And now, by golly, George, look at that. We have 50,000 sugar and 100,000 flour. Or that's not flour, that's corn. And it should now make our popcorn. Heck yeah, dog. All right, I'm here for that. So when we go to fast time later, it'll make some popcorn. Now, obviously, I need to bring more corn here, but for now, 100,000 corn is good. Mostly because we're almost out of corn, which is fine. It's not a big deal. All right, other production, partially running. It's good enough. Good enough. All right, let's go back to the homeland. I don't know where I'm going to start harvesting. It really doesn't matter. No, I'm going to wash this truck though, because, you know, it's kind of filthy. So I'm going to do that real quick. And then I guess we'll just start maybe in the big field. Start mowing some corn down. Heck yeah. Rats. I'm actually kind of thinking maybe we just put 2 combines in that field. I don't know. So I got that one random bean field that I need to harvest. I was thinking I could, maybe we'll do that. We'll start 2 combines on corn. Get that all automated and then go harvest that bean field with the 3rd combine. It's probably a good idea. Although I think I need to run a grain cart on that field because I'm not going to set up all the auto drive for not going to set up the auto drive for a grain cart down there when it's going to be a reverse course for the Amity stuff later. So, dude, poppin'. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. All right. Come on. That trailer just, I don't know. Takes too long to get clean, if you will, so. All right. We'll set that there. Tell that to go. And then just for future reference, take this truck. Forgot to get diesel in the other truck. Welcome in. What's going on? How are you? We'll take this truck and we'll go ahead and ship it down to there. Or would I do soybeans later? All right. Now, grain cart city. And actually, hold on. The grain carts I need are down here. Like, wait a minute. I need the grain carts are down here. So I've got 4. I don't know if I ever got that last one. Did I? Is it still at the shop? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I've got 4 of the big grain carts now. I'm thinking 4 big grain carts should... Oh, come on. Should run fine with the 2 combines on corn. I don't think I'm going to need any of the small carts. Or at least that's the hope. There we go. It's a little tight right there. To park 2 of those, 2 of these mother bins in there, but it's okay. Okay, bye. Have a good time. So I'll have to take 1. Okay, I was gonna say, what are you doing? I'll have to take 1 of these tractors and just send it to the shop. Maybe we'll just send the cost to the shop right now. That's where the last grain cart that I bought is sitting. So let's do that. To the shop. Okay, go. Okay, have a good time. Alright, now we'll grab all the carts that are here. We can meander them out of here without wrecking everything. Alright, come on. What's up, Scoot? It is oh, I just wrecked it. It is Pancake Tuesday, sir. I guess. I don't know. They didn't say anything to me this morning about it, so I think by now I just don't even question it. I just know that after streams on Tuesdays, I have to make pancakes. I don't really question it anymore. So yeah, I don't question it. All right, let's go. Okay. Try to take this one this time, although these are parked in here a lot more aggressively than they probably should be. That's okay. It's all fun, right? It's all good. I should put them in there maybe at like an angle, but then you won't get all of them in there probably, so. All right, more grain carts. Never enough grain carts. Okay, bye. One more. Then, you know, I've got 6 back at the other farm or something still. It's so many. Which honestly, I could probably thin the herd on those a little bit. Now that I have 4 of the big dogs, I could probably thin the herd just a hair if I cared to, but it's fine. We like the chaos. I like the lack of frames. It's fine. All right, so now to somewhere here. Wait for it. There we go. Grab the 2 case gun lines and get them rolling. On corn, we're gonna hit a little repair and a refuel first, of course. So I guess when I parked these the other day, I didn't repair them. That's alright, it happens. So definitely want to do that before we head to the field. I wonder who that is. Somebody's outside in a giant pickup truck. Wait, I don't know what they're doing. All right. Interesting. Right. So far twice today, and I don't have a clue what is going on. Mickey, what's up? How's it going? Twice today, and I don't know why. But it sounds like there's a fire truck sitting in my neighborhood, and they keep spooling up a siren. But just like for a little bit. And then they turn it back off. So I don't know what's up with that, but it's happened twice so far. Kind of random. But there's nothing on like the scanner about them being in my neighborhood, so I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe somebody got their hands on a siren? I don't know. It's kind of weird if you ask me, but hey. What do I know? All right, AF-11 to the field. Let's go, 2 of them. To be exact. All right, so we're still waiting on our mother bin and our grain carts, which is fine. They'll be here. They are en route. The mother bin might have an issue getting here, but usually it does okay. Getting to this field, so we'll just hope that it's going to get here. All right, so if we set this up for 2 combines, 2 times around's fine. How is this not changed on everything yet? That's wild. And then we'll just set it to start like right here. Okay. Wait for that to generate. Should be good to go. Hopefully. Oh, Mickey, your lawnmower, the deck that was held on with all the zip ties? That one? That was the thing of beauty last week, or last year, just for the record. Yeah, the heat factor, yeah. Oh, by the way, it was gray and gloomy here. What was that, 20 minutes ago? It's like perfectly sunny out right now. Yeah, we're supposed to get heat indexes like, what did they say, like 106 or something coming up tomorrow? You're trying to sell it on Facebook. Gotcha. Yeah, I forget what they said, but like this week, it's going to be miserable here, especially tomorrow. And actually probably the rest of this afternoon now that the sun is out. So yeah, miserable. Just saying. I'm trying to sell it in the marketplace. That's funny. Zip ties and all, huh? This is Ringwood's Ringwood 4X by Stevie. Good old Ringwoods. All right, so let's do that. Do this. Grab a little diesel. I'm about to just never wash your equipment again, chat. I'm that close to selling a pressure washer. Y'all have no idea. Oh, man. That's okay. Alright, let's go. Nah, we don't have a manager. Self-employed these days. Mickey. Self-employed. I can do what I want. Just saying. I mean, it'll rain eventually. Although I will say, there's nothing better than like a nice shed that's just stacked with equipment, all nice and clean, and like, there's nothing like it. To be honest, it is a nice thing it's a nice sight, you know. Is it necessary? No. But is it party? Yes. So yeah. It is kind of party. Alright. We got our cloths here for the last big grain carts. Oh, that's right. I bought 2 other planters too. And no, I have not added the DB120s yet because I know I'm not going to need them today, so I didn't worry about adding them. I actually kind of slept in a few minutes this morning, and then I realized I was like, oh yeah, I turned off the entire setup last night, so like I had to boot everything up this morning, which isn't a terrible long process, but it does take a few minutes. You know, there's a lot of things I have to open and, you know, establish the connection back to the remote PC downstairs, server PC, and like there's a lot of things to do, if you will. So it took a minute. Definitely took a minute this morning to get kind of fired back up. But that's all right, because everything's working as far as I know. Shouldn't say that too loud, but all right, let's help this get around the outside round. That would be my goal right now, is to help out with the 2 on corn. And then I'll take a combine and I'll harvest some soybeans after a while here. But I want to get this corn going. Because I got a lot more corn than I do anything else to harvest today. Well, maybe not, because there's a lot of sunflowers too. Yeah, there's a lot of sunflowers, so. Sunflowers are boring to harvest, though, because you never have to empty a combine. But yeah. It's all good. All right, let's get this guy. We need fuel in this tractor. Dang. Dang. Kinda, not really. Oh, what's that field? Oh, red beets again. Ew. Ew, red beets. Hopefully there's a plowing contract for that. Let's plow them under. Really? Oh, we're already... Okay. I fixed it. I fixed the problem. Definitely fixed the problem. When in doubt, just cut the tree down at this point. Kind of just, I'm, you know, last night in Captain, I was kind of to that point, and I'm kind of to that point right now too. Just gonna cut trees down. It's all good. It happens. Vodka Buzz, how dare I? I'm sorry. So I shouldn't tell you about the like 60 trees I cut down the other day on here? Okay. All right, noted. I expanded a field. Look how nice this looks now. It's like a mud flap. Up in this area here, I cut down a bunch of trees. Oh, hello. Well, that's one way to... Okay. And that's why field boundaries don't belong in the field. That right there is the reason. Man, but there's not a lot of room on this map, so you kind of have to be honest. It's either, I guess, you put the field boundary in the field, or you cut down all the trees. Kind of take your pick, you know? And I prefer not to cut down all the trees, so I guess I'll just deal with the field boundary. It happens. Definitely happens. Shouldn't happen again, though, until the cart gets full. Yeah. So that's good. That's... Oh, yeah, this is good. Hopefully this will be enough carts for these two combines. It should be. But like maybe not, because this is a massive field. So for them to drive around to go empty does take forever. I might need some small carts too. I don't know. We'll see. Not sure. Cross that bridge when we get there. Obviously, I don't want the combines to stop, or I want them to stop as, you know, little as possible. Keep our efficiency going, you know. But that's all good. But yeah, cutting down trees the other day was fun, especially once I got in the like the fir trees, pines, whatever. 7 miles an hour with that truck, so I was able just to drive through the trees and just annihilate them. It was great. It worked quite well. And side effect now, we have 2.2 million liters of wood chip, which is going to be turned into compost eventually. So that's a good little bonus, you know. Good little bonus. I need to work on some of that stuff tonight. I'm going to do what we're going to call it maintenance. I'm going to work on that after pancake time tonight on this map, that kind of stuff, you know, moving alfalfa, all that kind of stuff. And hopefully I'll be applying slurry on fields, because I've got so much slurry laying around now that it's I got almost 3 million liters of slurry. And I'd like to apply most of that, although it does affect what I plant next year, so can't apply it everywhere probably, but I'm not really sure what I need to plant. I kind of just don't need anything is the crazy part. After sunflowers and corn, which I have both planted, I just don't really need anything on this map right now. Maybe I'd do another round of soybeans for cash for buying more fields. I don't know. Well, if I'm going to do soybeans, I can't apply slurry. I mean, I could. It'll just butcher my precision score. Like, drastically hurt my precision score. We don't want to do that. Trying to be good farmers, you know. Trying. It's not easy sometimes. That's all right. It's easier than Captain messing with space stuff. I'll tell you that right now. Such a nightmare. I literally just gave up last night on that. Literally just said, nope, I'm good. Walked away from it. Didn't even play any after stream. I closed the game as soon as I was done streaming. I'm not saying I'm done with it, but I'm done with it for last night and today, probably. Maybe I'll revisit that on like Wednesday off stream and try to get a game plan of what I need to accomplish to continue that map, because right now that map is kind of in shambles, so we'll see. I think the like the OG nuclear reactor is going to be a huge thing for me. I'm going to need to get a couple of those going. A, to fix my power problems, but B, give me more of the nuclear waste that I can recycle into the fuel for the other reactor. Kind of what I'm thinking, but I don't know. And then probably let the space station fall out of the sky. That would also probably need to happen. So I could actually work on my manufacturing for all the space stuff and, you know, make the proper amounts that I need. Now that I kind of have an idea of what I actually need, it's a lot more than I was thinking. But that's all right. It happens. Although I'm sitting here going, I could just play Satisfactory. Since we started that Friday. And I kind of figured that was going to happen, to be honest. Once I started Satisfactory, I was going to not want to play Captain as much. Captain also got difficult yesterday. Like the nuclear stuff was difficult to get all hammered out. But that space stuff is another level. Completely another level, so it was kind of wild, but yeah. On the wild. All right. Tonight we'll be able to see Jupiter, really? Interesting. That's pretty cool. They said something the other night about the Northern Lights, but I don't think that ever actually happened, did it? Or at least I couldn't see them here because it was cloudy, I think, at a minimum, for us. I know they talked about like 3 solar flares or whatever. I'll have to go look for Jupiter. It might still be cloudy then. I don't know. Wonder which way we look for Jupiter. Probably in the sky. Nailed it. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm guessing we look in the sky. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? The western sky. Wait. Venus, or wait, Jupiter. Jupiter and Venus will be visible, apparently, in the western sky just after sunset. They're going to be 2 degrees apart. The 2 brightest planets. We'll be able to see both of them. Okay. So go out and look to the west shortly after sunset, apparently. The more you know, chat. The more you know. Oh, goodness. So let's see. Western sky. I'd be able to see it on that one camera I have. I probably don't even have to go outside. Hell yeah. It's way better in person, though, not, you know, through a camera on the screen, you know. I'm just saying. Way better. Obviously. That's funny. Sometimes I'll see like the moon. I'm like, oh, the moon looks cool, and then it's like it would look so much better if I were just to walk outside. Just saying. Would look so much better. But yeah, what do I know? Okay, I kind of want my grain cart to be full, but I kind of just need this trees. All right, go on by. Go on by. All right. So let's see, if we put this guy on back on auto drive, then we can set up our mother bin. But I gotta wait for the combine to get out of the way because he's gonna cannonball the header if I don't wait. So there is that. We're on the edge of a edge. Of a discussionary zone on radar now. St. Louis is. Dang. Not again. Honestly, we kind of need things to chill. The rivers and such are. Buddy, you're on the wrong auto drive. Horseplay not recognize the edge of 10? It should. Why? Oh, what is happening over there? It does normally. I don't have any issues on 10 though. Alright, I think I was too far down the hill when I started him, and he went the wrong way, obviously. Dang, his combine's sitting back here full. Oh, his thing's in the rhubarb. Grain cart down, chat. Grain cart down. Come on, buddy. Get out of the trees. You're not a forest cart. You're a grain cart. Act like it. Come on. Chat, I'm about to cut none. Wow, look, I can get out of the trees now. You monster. Ideally, I would just cut all the trees down, but the trees do prevent or help with like frame rate and stuff, so I think they do anyway. I'll die on that hill. I could be wrong, but I kind of think they do. To be honest, why are there no grain carts moving? That's the better question here. So I've got one, there's two, and then those two are just sitting. There's only 4 of these. Why are they not moving? They should be. Unless the one of them is not set up right, which is a possibility. What's wrong with you? Okay, you're not set up right. Haha. He was set to drive. Oh. Yeah, not set up to be a grain cart. Okay, got it. Alright, now we can set our mother bin finally, and we can get an empty the auger wagon here. Don't see the very edge. That's weird. I've literally never had an issue with that field. It's interesting. I gotta get way closer. These are the stubby auger parts after all. Alright. Perfection. Let's go. Mickey, you got this set up for multiple combines, is what it is. For Courseplay, you got this set up for 3 combines, not 1. Here. If we change that to 1, then that might work better. That's what that was. There you go. Let's see. We can just do that. All right. So we do have more grain carts. We don't have big grain carts, but we do have more grain carts. Oh, you got to go into your user settings and turn on expert mode. That's what that is. I do believe. Oh, I left that in there. I was like, why is that tanker in here? Yeah, hi, it's me. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. It's me. What else is new? All right, so can can we do this then, since we're harvesting that field? I don't know if we can. I mean, I guess we can do this. Why not, right? I don't know, man. I'll have to go get the other mother bin, but one mother bin, or sorry, one truck, 2 mother bins. Adam, what's going on, man? How are you? Welcome in. What's poppin'? Or I guess we technically don't need the mother bin. We could just empty into the other mother bin, right? Technically speaking. I don't know. Let's framey, boys. The homestead, even with getting all the planters out of the homestead, all the root crop equipment, and like a bunch of tractors and stuff, like it's still hurting. It's just a little bit. Honestly, it's to be expected, but yeah, definitely to be expected. All right. Although honestly, the screenshot could be cool if I do go get the other mother bin. Maybe I'll just go get the other mother bin just to screenshot. Because that'd be sick looking, actually. Hold on, let's do it. Alright, come on, Bissy. Oh, by the way, you know how with the precision update they said they took out the clicking for the sprayers? That was like the big thing in the precision update the other day. Last week or whatever. When I sprayed this field, or when I sprayed on this map, I had 3 sprayers running. It was yesterday, like late morning, early afternoon. And the clicking is still a thing. I heard the clicking, and I even paused anything else I had running, and I turned up just farm sim on my mixer, and the clicking is still a thing. It's 1000% still a thing. Swamp. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. Oh, I know. So Dad and I were, okay, let's back up. My one brother wants first time. You guys know him as first time. He wants a burn barrel at our farm. So where he works, he was able to get his hands on a metal drum. And so Sunday, I don't know if people saw it on Instagram or not, but we were messing with that. And Dad's like, oh, we'll just do that Wednesday. And I said, no, we're not doing this project Wednesday. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, it's going to be 20 degrees hotter and then way more humidity from Sunday to Wednesday here. And I said, I'm not doing this Wednesday. I said, if we're going to do this project, we're going to get it done right now. We had a nice breeze. We were working outside in the shade. It was pleasant. Now, if you stepped inside the shed out of the breeze, it was miserable, but it was pleasant working out in the shade there. And I said, I'm not doing this Wednesday. It's gonna be too hot. And he's like, oh yeah, good point. So we got the project done because it involved like the welder and everything. Because we have an over-engineered burn barrel now. Although Pops it was funny when we were talking about what we wanted to do with this thing. Pops was talking about like drilling holes around the bottom of the barrel, maybe like halfway up to drill some holes, right? And I was like, you don't need to drill holes. I said, let me make a phone call to somebody that I know who has lots of wireless hole punchers, and we'll just have him hole punch a few holes in it. You know, he probably needs to do some wireless hole puncher practice anyway. You know, like it'd be fun for the person. And Dad's like, no, we don't need to do that. Come on, it would be great. Just say it. Just wireless hole punch it and be done with it. But instead we cut the bottom out and we made it a false bottom, so we raised it up like a couple inches and then we drilled a bunch of holes in the bottom. And so the theory is, I guess we'll have to like take a brick out with us, and you put, or Dad said 3 bricks, but I said no, you just need 1 brick, and you put the brick on whatever side the wind is hitting, so the air, you know, kind of go underneath the barrel and be forced up through it. You'll be able to burn barrel anything you want, you know. It's kind of the point, I guess. Somebody is who's a little, maybe I guess the word would be paranoid about like things with your name on it, mail and such, so they want to burn some of it. So it's like a shredder's not good enough, I guess. But you know, if you burn it, then it's pretty well gone, right? So I don't know when that's gonna happen, but we got a barrel now. We got a barrel. And like, I don't use a Sawzall a lot, right? But this is the best like Sawzall work I think I've ever done, was cutting the ends out of the barrel. It works so good. Like, it didn't even fight me or nothing. The annoying part was I was standing there with our, we have DeWalt tools at the farm. You can argue about tools all you want, but whatever, we have DeWalt. And the reason behind that is, it goes back years is the reason, but we had DeWalt cordless Sawzall, and I was standing there ready to cut, and Dad was trying to drill. Well, his battery died, so we kept having to swap batteries between the Sawzall and the drill. It got really annoying because we don't have a lot of good batteries anymore. We have a lot of junk batteries. We have some batteries that my brother rebuilt. We might as well just throw those things in the creek. They're terrible. I'm not going to throw a battery in the creek. I'd recycle it, but, you know. They're terrible, the rebuilt ones. And then he bought some basically Temu TikTok shop batteries, and they're awful too. Dad could drill like 1 hole on a battery the other day, and he was using a step bit too, so it was really fast going through a barrel. He was only drilling like half, maybe 3/4 of an inch hole with a step bit, so it was eating them. But I was like, this is garbage. What are we doing? So some more good batteries might have been acquired on Monday. Because I figured, you know, we got this garage project coming up that we're wanting to do. We don't need to be fussing around with fiddling around with batteries all the time. It's like, no, we're just gonna get some other batteries and be done with it, you know? Just saying. And then actually, surprisingly, I looked up in my Amazon history when I purchased the last, like, I think they're 6 amp hour batteries. I bought those things back in 2020, and the 6 amp hours, we got 2 of them, or we got 4 now, but we have 2 since 2020, and they're still like almost perfect. They're a little weak, but like they're great still. It's very surprising, honestly. Now, like our little 1 amp, they're junk, but them 6s, they're holding out. They're doing quite well still. Come on, truck. Jeez. Taking his sweet old time here. Come on now. There you go. So now we got some good batteries again, and things will be a lot better for this project coming up. At least it's the hope. All right, so we're just gonna put these like literally across from each other. And no, never enough grain carts, huh? Why is this all like not moving? Oh, jeez. All right. Stuff is set to unload on the go, so I don't know what's up with that. But so good. All I know is there must have been a pretty good line of thunderstorms last night out in Kansas. I was kind of watching it for a little bit. There were some tornado warnings and a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings, and then the power outages started popping up on my radar app. A lot of power outages out in central Kansas. Central and eastern, I guess. Yeah, a lot of counties popped up with outages. I mean, it's only like 1,400 in that one county, but still, that one's got 8,000. 9,000. Yeah, there's a bunch of outages out there, so which really sucks when it's hot like this. To have a power outage, of course. Buddy, I'm really trying to get off the header so you can turn there. I promise. Now that one's going to be in the way. Jeez. Oh no. Oh jeepers! I just messed everything up. Figure out life. Come on, you can do it. Let's go. All right. I don't know what's up with this harvest pattern here, but we'll just help out with that. Here we go. All right. So chat, 4th combine. Fourth combine question mark? I want to go harvest those beans. Honestly, this field, they should be good for the remainder, to be honest. Really shouldn't have to interfere with this. Oh, yep, I see. Buddy got full. Okay, yep, all good. So if I just bought a combine, technically I wouldn't need to buy headers. Technically. I wouldn't need to buy any headers right now because I'm going to go harvest soybeans. Is there one on sale by chance? Because that would just be... That would be peachy if there was one on sale. But I don't need a little fence. No combine on sale. Darn. Good thing I have the cash. We'll get a second yellow one. That way we have 2 and 2. And again, though, I don't need to buy any. So we have the camo. I don't need to buy any headers right now, so yeah. Don't need any headers. You can go borrow a header from the homesteader. Rats. That's not happening, Scoot. Thanks for playing, but you know, auto drive won't unload that, so therefore I'm out. I'm just saying. Therefore I'm out. Imagine dropping just that kind of money, just like, oh, I feel like I combined today. Okay. Why not? Why not? What the heck? kind of funny. I definitely don't have, well, I actually do have enough grain carts to run all 4 on corn. If I were to buy a header, or buy a header. But I'm not going to do that right now anyway. I'm going to get them beans harvested. So we'll grab a draper here and head down to the bean land. Where the beans are planted. All right. I can make that corner, that is. Yes. Nailed it. Alright, let's go. So I've already got a truck down there, and I've got a grain cart en route. I'll of course play the harvester, and I'll run the grain cart down there. And we'll get them beans out. Heck yeah. That's awesome. 3 combines is just not enough anymore, you know? Gotta have 4. And really, it's just a lot. It is a lot. But that's alright, it's all good. Not a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal. It's a lot of corn. Hopefully that one truck keeps up. If not, we'll have to add to that. We do have another truck we could dedicate over there, so we should be okay for a while. If nothing else, there's a lot of capacity. There's 400,000 liter capacity in the 2 grain carts, or the mother bins. Although a big grain cart's 88,000 when it comes into empty, so kind of a lot. All right, roll it. Let's go. All the way to the beans. It's so far away. The good part is it's just a long straight road here for a lot of it. What's that smell? Can't identify it, chat. Like, it kind of has a hint of like that no electronic smell. But I don't think it is. I hope not. It'd be bad. Speaking of that, last night I'm sitting out here and I was watching YouTube or something after stream, and there was not a thunderstorm in sight. All right, so I don't know. I should have gone the other way. I didn't go far enough south. Oh well. But in my camera that I could see, like, you know, obviously I could see the sky in my camera. I could see there was a bright flash off in the distance, and at the same time there was a bright flash, my battery backups flashed as in like they were active. So I don't know if like a transformer blew up somewhere, but it was far enough away I couldn't hear it. But like something happened to the power at that exact same time, as there was a bright flash outside and power, like, I guess we had a voltage dip or something. I don't know. It was enough to kick on all the battery stuff. And I was like, whoa. And then like it was, the batteries were only on for like a second and then they were fine. I was like, well, that's weird. But that's why I have the battery stuff, so that if there is a little hiccup like that, then I don't even notice it on the computer, other than being able to see the flash out yonder. It was kind of weird. It kind of looked, you know, it didn't look like lightning per se. It looked like when you watch Storm Chasers, how they'll yell out, you know, power flashes. As well, they come from the ground, they don't come from the sky. And that's kind of what it looked like. Kind of looked like a power flash. It was kind of wild, actually. All right, so this is going to be a field I set up on auto drive, kind of weird. It's going to be set up for root crops. Now, having said that, I'm not always going to plant root crops down here per se. But when I do want root crops, I guess I'll put them down here because I'm going to set the auto drive up kind of different. What map is this? This is Ringwood's 4X by Stevie. No apologies for asking, by the way. You're good. What's going on? I don't think I set that up right, by the way. That's combine. Yeah, I didn't set them up for lands. I got to do lands. I'll never make a full pass on this field, I don't think. Let's try that again, shall we? Because this field's actually a lot bigger than I originally anticipated this thing was going to be. Oh. Breaking the map, breaking the map. Breaking the map, breaking the map. Ah, we chilling, we got this. All right, so this is going to start on soy, and then I'm going to go grab its a grain cart to run with it. Y'all know soybeans have a higher yield than you might think. Just saying. They really do, actually. All right, grain cart is here. Steal that and go run up to it. All right, so this is the field we made Saturday. It was 3 fields and woods, and I combined the fields and cut down some trees to make a field. And like I said, eventually it's going to have auto drive set up around it in kind of a weird fashion, but since I don't have root crops today, I'm not going to set up that auto drive. At least that's the plan with this field. We'll see what actually happens with it. But that is the plan, is to root crop this bad boy. So I know I'll need, you know, the theory would be I'll need more sugar. Sugar beets eventually for making sugar, so it'll be get grown in this field. Or at least that's the theory. So yeah. But it's a way bigger field than I anticipated, to be honest. So that's kind of fun too. But it's all good. I don't even know how long does it say it's going to take. It's going to take 2 hours to harvest. Oh my god. Maybe I should not just put root crops down here. It's going to take 2 hours with that combine to harvest. Oh my goodness. That's wild. That is wild. Well, buckle up, chat. We're here for the long haul. Oh, man. Meanwhile, we have 3 other combines going. Got 4 combines now. 4 combines. But yet only 3 sets of headers. It's kind of weird. But that's all right. It happens. Just not sure if that truck's going to keep up. Not sure if that's going to work. We'll be okay. We'll go check it. Well, surprise! I mean, I could dang near use one of the big grain carts down here. Obviously, corn has a higher yield, but still, soybeans are just evenly good. It's kind of like barley. You're like, it's not going to yield anything. No, it yields a ton. Barley's actually hard to keep up with these 61-foot Macdons. I mean, the combines aren't modded. The headers are, obviously, but Yeah, it's kind of difficult to keep up with, honestly, on barley. But that's okay. It happens. All right, let's let that guy run for a minute. I want to see the truck goes back. How much is here for the truck? Is it gonna be more than the truckload? Probably gonna be a little bit more, so we might put a second truck out here. The good thing is this should load really fast with two. Oh my god. That's so fast. Okay, so actually no, this is fine. We're gonna leave it with one truck. I thought it was gonna be like way more here. That's not bad at all. Oh yeah, truck's not even full, okay. Does look like this guy's been sitting here a minute, stuck. Hold on, buddy. Because the other combine's about to lap him down there, so we don't want that to happen, but it should be okay now that I freed him up. Alright, we'll send that cart around. Alright, let's go. You got your last math exam tomorrow? Nice. Like, what's going on? GG's. It's pretty awesome. All right. Soybeans. Lots of soybeans. There's so many. I can't believe it's going to take 2 hours. Honestly, that kind of blows my mind a little bit. To do this field. I mean, I know this field's bigger than it. Yeah, you know, but like still, 2 hours. That's crazy to me. That is crazy. We need to get our truck over here. We need to get our truck parking spot done. That's the auto drive I'll do. I will do that much. No, the same map. Still Ringwoods. Definitely not a new map. New field though. First time harvesting this field. I made this on Saturday. I took 3 fields, plowed them together, and cut down a bunch of trees and expanded the field too. Yeah, that's why it's like a little shocking to me how long it's going to take to harvest. Yeah, it's a new field. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to have the truck just basically parallel the road here for a little bit. And then we'll just have, like, you know, truck parking. And then from there, we can just connect back out. All right. And then last exam. It's on Friday. Gotcha. All right. Okay. Now that whole thing's a secondary route, which is what we want it to be. So. We're good. All right, so that's all the auto drive I'm going to do down here for now. I just want to have a place for the truck to live, basically. Not that it's that big of a deal. It's over here, but in future harvest, when I do root crops down here, I'm going to want the truck at the field, you know. I'm saying. But for right now, not the end of the world. All right, so we'll just punch that in there, and then he'll be able to figure out his life eventually. Well, so this is kind of like a secondary homestead, if you will. This is not my primary homestead. The only reason I even bought this down here was to basically just park equipment down here. I need to get equipment out of the homestead. The homestead is becoming very leggy. And so like all this root crop equipment, I needed somewhere to go with all of it. Away from our main homestead. And so I brought it down here, and then this other building is kind of like a shop. But I have like the big grain carts when I'm not using them, they get brought down here. I got Amity carts in there, and then a bunch of big grain carts, and all the tractors for them, and then both mother bins get brought down here too. Just to get stuff away from our main homestead. So I want to use the main homestead as like our storage because it's nice to have everything in the same place. I don't like having stuff in multiple bins around the map, because then you need something and it's not where you think it is, you know. It is a lot of root crop equipment, yeah. It definitely is. But it's okay. It's nice. Mickey, you may not know this, or maybe you do from the other day. I don't know. I harvested 29 in sugar beets. Well, I harvested them as cut sugar beets, but still, kind of a big field. Although really, we're not much different over here. By the time I expanded this field, so yeah, this is a way bigger field than I was kind of signing up for root crops, but whatever. That's why you have, you know, at least 3 harvesters that can do regular root crops, 3 that can do the cut beets. You got to have you got to have multiples to have any kind of efficiency. But it's all good. It's all good. What did I do with the sugar beet? The sugar beets are currently being processed into sugar. So I harvested them as cut beets because I have a special harvester that cuts them into the cut beet, and then take the cut beet to the sugar mill. The sugar mill's turning it into sugar, and it's being used for popcorn, which is interesting. And it's being used for whiskey. Yeah, whiskey. Definitely whiskey. So that's what our sugar is currently being used for. So yeah, lots of whiskey, and we're making like over $200,000 a day just in fast timing from our productions. So we're definitely making money, which is good. Very, very good. All right, and then the reason for these soybeans was to get the precision score fixed, because I need whatever I plant down here next to have weeds pop up in it. So couldn't plant something that needed to be plowed after this time, so soybeans it is. Soybeans it is. Oh, and actually from Saturday's stream too. When I got done Saturday, I took all of the planters, all the corn planters, and I hauled them way up here on the map so they were away from everything else. So there's all of our planters. I was doing a good job parking until I got to this one. And then for some reason I just, well, no, none of them are even. But our planters are all just sitting up here. And the plan is with those, I'm going to sell them all and upgrade to a couple of the DB120s once I add that mod. But I knew I wasn't going to be planting anything today, so I'm not worried about it. But soon enough, DB120 will be a thing. And then we'll need less of them. You know, we don't need 7 of them. Maybe only need like 6, 7. Yeah, I said it. Don't know how many videos I saw about it being 6, 7 the other day. It was all over my TikTok feed. It was wild. Wild. These soybeans will be sold. Again, the reason I planted soybeans was because I need to grow something here that can have weeds after. So I can plant soybeans and I can no-till anything into this. And then I'll be able to get my weeds up, and then I can spray the weeds for precision reasons to get my score where I want to be. I don't have any productions for soybeans now. So I will be selling these eventually. For right now, they're being hauled to a bin. They'll be sold. They'll be sold eventually. Speaking of that, is my truck back yet? Probably not. I sent my truck to the homestead for funsies. And he just unloaded. Okay. Just unloaded. That's fine. I mean, I'm only 68% full, so not terribly worried about it. Well, chat, did I tell you I got a video on one of my cameras the other night of 3 good-sized raccoons running around my front yard? 3 of the little devils out there. Just running around having a good old time. Like 2:50 in the morning. It's like, all right, bud. The sad part is they sneak under another camera to get to the front porch. And like the view from the front porch camera is okay, but I want a better view of them. Actually looking to see if I got any last night, although I won't show you guys, of course. 3:35 a.m. Something triggered that camera. Hold on, what's that? Oh, it's a possum. That possum walking with a gangster lean. I think the possum got hurt. Possum's kind of limping. Buddy, you okay? Oh, man. He had a bit of a gangster limp going. Oh, man. But yeah, the wildlife is strong out here recently. I've seen 2 raccoons out before. I've never seen 3, though. So that was the first time seeing 3 of them together. Oh, yeah. The trash pandas are roaming the neighborhood, you know? Looking for some food, I guess. I guess. Could stop selling strawberries. They could be using them for free. They could be used for making popcorn too, Sean. What uses straw? Oh, yeah, okay. 1 strawberry, 5 sugar. Yeah, we can activate that. Well, here, let's just take a minute. Let's just take a minute and look through our stuff here. Am I growing grapes? I'm not growing grapes. No, I don't have that, but I do have strawberries going. Okay. Okay. So dairy, I don't think there's anything else at the dairy I want to do. I don't have regular milk, so or goat milk or any of that. We're making beer. I don't really have enough honey, I'd feel like, to do that. So we're making strawberry wine and whiskey. And I'm not growing grapes, so I can't do anything else there, okay? But then at our popcorn thing, I guess I can 14 should be grapes. No. No. I don't think any field on this map should be the grapes. There's too any field on this map, the fields are too big, okay? So here also we have this strawberry popcorn, which is going to use 2. So let's turn that on too. Because why not? And then we could, well, no, we can't do that. We can do this. We can make some candy. Okay, let's turn that on too. I don't know how many strawberries. I don't, but it'll distribute them. I'm sitting here thinking, Captain, I'm like, okay, I need 3 strawberries a minute. Chat, tell me I played too much Captain yesterday. Oh God, 3 strawberries a minute. Okay, so there we go. We just got more production lines going. How about that? Heck yeah, dog. Good call, Sean. Good call. All right, my truck is back as well, so we'll waiting for him real quick since I'm at 87%. So no point in continuing until I can get empty. Sean, is there any news on the global rescue update? Like, did they give us a date yet? I know they just said June, but I'm impatient. I want to know. Dang it. Okay. Okay. Oh, and by the way, your Discord message from yesterday, Sean, you were totally in the right to do what you did. For the record, there's other ways to go, like for Buddy to go about that. Just saying. So I thought that was kind of weird. She did the right thing, honestly. Did the right thing. Somebody got banned in Discord yesterday, chat. The ban hammer. Sean got to use the ban hammer yesterday. Alright. Alright, so I'll get emptied and then I'll try to chase him. He's going to start a land eventually, so I want to get up to him before he starts that, obviously. But it's all good. We'll be fine. Alright, now, these soybeans I'm not getting the 10% on. Doesn't matter. I mean, 10% is 10%, but these are just going to be sold. It's fine. Doesn't really matter that much. Right. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess the thing is, because he didn't get banned from Twitch as far as I know, but like, if this person is listening or sees this or whatever, like, it was somebody saying, like, in general, in the general channel, that he's a small streamer and wants to collab with me. Okay, and I kind of get messaging Sean about that, to be honest, but maybe, you know, send a DM. Send me a DM. My DMs are open. Send me an email. It's not hard to find my email. You know, it doesn't need to be done in general, I guess, in the general channel. That's the part that I was like, that's kind of weird, you know? Like, just ask me in private. And then if I say no, then it stays private and nobody has to know about it, you know? I don't know. Kind of weird, you know? You saw that? Yeah. I didn't actually see his message, but I'm just going off what Sean told me. But, like, send me a DM. Tag me, not tag Sean. I mean, I kind of get it because Sean's like the top mod and stuff. I get that part, but like, bro, my DMs are open. For the most part. I mean, they are. So yeah, send me a DM. Just throwing it out there. So yeah. It's all good. I'm just, you know, I was waiting for another art channel post, you know. All of Vanna knows. Sean's not the secretary. Interesting, Scoot. Okay. Interesting. The secretary.